Hey everyone, Sapna Master IELTS welcome you to have a bit idea about how to write task 2 means an essay which can be of 9 bands, which can be of a good source, right? So here I am in front of you so that you can write a very good and impressive essay for the students because they want, examiner wants so many things in your essay. Many of the students, they are quite reluctant to write an impressive essay. They try, I have a list of students who have given me, I have list in front of me. They have a huge number of words in their bucket list in their kitty, but they are not able to write a very good essay. Still, they're not able to write. Why so? Because there's so many things. It's not just about the vocabulary, it's about so many things that are considered while writing a very good essay, which can be of band 9, right? So today I'm here just for your help because many of the students, they have their exam on the next day, which is in April, and also on 27th, yes, on Saturday. So for those people, I have just taken out time, and I wanted you to, I have written the statement here in prior so that I don't waste time. It is going to be very quick. Day before yesterday, I had this again scheduled. The writing task 2 was scheduled here, but due to some technical issues, I couldn't do that, and it was just half session only, and that was just an introduction. But today, I try that it is going to be completed very soon, and after that you can watch that again and again to have a look, have a gist of it, how to write about it. Okay, quickly we'll go to the various things which are required to writing an essay. The first thing the examiner will look for, obviously, he will give you bands for task response, or it is called achievement as well. It means whether you have given him the content, whether you have written according to the question or not. After that, the second thing is lexical resources. We have already discussed this. This is just a summary. I want to summarize it so that we can go quickly to the writing task 2 and we can write the essay. Lexical resources means the vocab. Obviously, he's not asking you to write a fancy words, the fancy vocabulary all the time, daily, and in each and every paragraph, in each and every line. But yes, he is looking with a blend of, with a mix of a good and a simple vocabulary. Means coming next, the grammar part, which is connected to it, grammar and accuracy. I left the sentence in between, guys, because I was saying that a blend of vocabulary where the simple and the complex structure is also there. When you are writing the simple sentence and you are writing the complex sentence, only then you will be given the bands. Only then the examiner will come to know that you have a wide range of vocabulary, you have a wide range of sentence structure, you are proficient in English. अब उनका क्या, जिन जो ऑलरेडी पंजाबी ज्यादा बोलते हैं या फिर दे रीजनल लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं, दे डोंट नो एनीथिंग, दे डोंट नो हाउ टू राइट अ सेंटेंस, सो डू दे नीड टू लर्न ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, लर्न ईच एंड एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ ग्रामर, या फिर ऐसे ही कर लेंगे, हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी. ओनली थिंग, few grammar tenses that you need to learn, सिर्फ वही पे काम करना है और कुछ नहीं करना है. No need to think about अच्छा ये वाला sentence या ये वाला tense नहीं आता so how to do it. It's not like that. Without even doing all the tenses, having thorough knowledge of grammar, you can still crack your IELTS with 7+ bands for sure. वो कर सकते हो. Even the basic students can do it. But थोड़ा सा focus, mindset आपका ऐसा होना चाहिए. The grammar and the accuracy. Then we have the last part, cohesion and coherence. This is most important. अगर ये नहीं है तो फिर आपके ऐसे में कुछ भी नहीं है. Cohesion and coherence is must because the examiner looks for organization of the essay. मैं ये हर बार बोलती हूँ, even my students know this. Organized है या नहीं है, वो logical है या नहीं है, वो connected है या नहीं है. If it is connected, logical, has a meaning, it is not ambiguous. means it doesn't go off topic. It is not deviated from the topic. It is not distracted. So obviously you will get the bands. Otherwise, there is no chance that you will get above 5.5 or more than 6. Right? अगर आपको, if you are looking for 7 plus or 8 bands in your writing part, writing में it is quite difficult to get 7.5, 8 bands. Okay, you have said which are the tenses we are supposed to keep in mind while writing the essay. I'll tell you. The first task, right? Intro. Intro is always in simple present tense. So this is required for sure. Present perfect tense, because it has increased a lot, it has decreased a lot. There has been so many changes. There have been so many changes. There has been a proliferation, a rampant increase in this. So this kind of sentence will be given in present perfect tense, where has or have and then third form will be written. Simple present tense, where you will just write the subject and then you will write s or es with the first form of the verb. And there's also modals. These three things, modals is can, could, should, ought to, then we have need to. These things are required in a writing task too. That's it. There's not anything related to present continuous, present perfect continuous, or past. Not required at all. In IELTS writing task 2, these things, three things matter. For writing task 1, academic, yes, we need to work on simple past tense, but we are here today for writing task 2 tense. So how to complete this? And there are some questions where the sentence start with there, there are number of reasons, there are number of factors. So it starts with there and it is related to subject verb agreement, where is or are will come depending upon the next word. What is that? If there are many, obviously this is plural, so this is also plural. There is rampant increase. Now increase is a noun, but it is in singular form, always in singular form, so is will come. A lot of word is not allowed actually. Instead of that, you can write various, multitude, infinite. So a lot of ke saath we can write just single thing. A lot of things are kept in mind. Otherwise, a lot of people, we write like that. So always a singular thing. Moving next, coming to, I guess these tenses are enough when you're writing a writing task 1. But yes, when you're writing a complex structure, despite this thing happened in the bygone era, yet we are here for another to this thing to be addressed, or this thing has to be changed, this thing has to be, so has to be. There is two things, there are two things. To के बाद हमेशा first form of the verb, be के बाद हमेशा third form of the verb. Then we have for के बाद we use ing. If we have used verb here, एक verb use कर लिया, using the next verb will add ing to the verb. Like I like studying. Suppose now these two are verbs. This is verb, this is also a verb. So first form, then here first form के साथ ing. So I have used that. When you are using for, उसके बाद ing आएगा ही आएगा. To के बाद first form, to के बाद भी ing आता है. When you are using the passive voice, उसके भी bands आते हैं in task 2. When you use the passive voice, suppose many people join distance learning programs. अगर मुझे change करना है इसको in the passive voice, distance learning programs are joined by many people. So by are third form and by. इससे पता चलता है कि the person has used the passive voice, तो इसके अलग से bands मिलते हैं आपको when you are writing a task 2, writing an essay. So ये these things are required in your writing task. Means इसको हमेशा याद रखिए. To के बाद हमेशा we use first form, be के बाद हमेशा third form, for के बाद ing आता ही है. And verb, if you are using two words in one single sentence, then the first word and after that ing with the second word. And this is for passive voice, is mr plus third form and then by. The sentence will come like this, when the subject will become the object and object will become the subject. If you want to get into more detail, you can have a grammar class, you can have a grammar session, and then you can learn all the things again from me. Okay, now moving quickly to the question. Question is, many people join distance learning programs, for example, study material, post, TV, and internet, and study at home. But some people think that it can't bring the same benefit as attending the colleges or university does. Do you agree or disagree? First of all, I look at the question, what kind of question it is. Do you agree, disagree? It means this is single opinionated question. Means where I have to stand by only one point, whether I can agree or I can disagree, right? Also, this is about many people join. I will paraphrase. I'll try to paraphrase the question. Also, I'll think I'll brainstorm. What kind of words I can use? Now, this is the topic about education. Whatever the words you have in your mind related to the education, you can just start writing here, brainstorming में. आप उसको लिखिए. आप sharpen your mind while writing all the words related to that. Suppose distance education or education fosters the mind, the creativity, capability, improves the part, the vocabulary. जितने भी words related to education you have in your kitty, you have in your brain, you have in your mind, just write it down, pen it down here. ठीक है, in the brainstorming method. After that, I need to paraphrase it. But many people is some individuals, or I can say larger section, or I can say major chunk. After that, distance learning programs is distance education. Then study material, it is already an example, so I am skipping it. I will not write about it. And study at home, it means they self-study. But some people, but means however, or despite. I can use the word when I'm changing to, I'm shifting to the next line. I have to use this. Otherwise, the examiner will not come to know that you are writing about the two things at one point of time. Self-study, people think it can't bring the same benefit. It is not beneficial. It is not fruitful as attending colleges or university. Means going to the colleges, going to the institutions. Okay, do you agree, disagree? It only on that I'll be writing the thesis statement. What will be the thesis statement according to that? Okay, now I have paraphrased it. What next? I have to write down the introduction. In intro, you can, in the previous session, I told about how to write the intro. The first thing that you can do, that will be the background. आप उसको bygone era के साथ match कीजिए. The second thing is telling the importance of that word, telling the importance of distance learning programs, or telling the importance of attending to colleges or universities and studying there and taking the education there. This is the second thing. The third thing was introducing a topic. Introducing the topic means, suppose I talk about distance learning programs. So here I will start with distance learning program, comma. When I am going to introduce something, I'll put a comma. Then I will write a modern phenomena. Or I can also use a modern की जगह पे contemporary phenomena. Right? And after that, what will I do? Has become. I will write the word. I will give an adjective. Then I will has. What has it done? Has become Now, what has it become? It has become widely popular. So this way, the general statement is there in front of you. And full stop. Now I will compare in the past what happened. In the past, I will not write. Nowadays, I don't write. In the contemporary world, I don't write. In bygone era, I don't try to write. Instead of that, I will say in pre-internet age. Now, what would used to happen? पहले क्या होता था? In pre-internet age या era, everything was confined to. पहले क्या होता था? Everything was confined to the post. But now, with the advent of technology, with the advent of internet, cyberspace, World Wide Web, there are so many synonyms which you can use. You will say it has increased a lot, or self-study has become more important. Yes, self-study has become very important these days. And in this way, it will be finished. Now, coming to your thesis statement. Thesis statement, you can start like this. Despite a boom in this distance learning programs. So despite a boom in home-based learning, I am trying to change the words. So despite a boom in the home-based learning, it is not much. It is not much beneficial as formal education. In this way, it will be completed, and you can say it cannot be executed in the real world. You can also finish that. So this was the intro. This is the intro where you have ended and you have given the thesis statement also. Moving to the body paragraphs, how to write the body paragraph. The question is, do you agree, disagree? It means I can just discuss, I can just write about the agree part or the disagree part. Here I have said distance learning is okay, but going to universities and colleges, that will have an edge over the other thing. So obviously I will discuss about the agree part of it, or I will discuss about the disagree part of it. Now starting with the body paragraph 1, I will talk about the first thing, that is education is not only restricted to, not only restricted. I have already written the word confined, so I have changed it. I have again used a synonym here. Restricted to textbooks, where you can also say it. Now, I have not joined this sentence with this sentence. There will be no connection in the topic sentence and in the second line. So this will be wrong. So I have to put which, where, or that to connect to the previous line. Unless and until you don't do it, you will not be given the bands. It means it is not connected, it is not logical, it is not organized. So better to do it like that. Okay. The second sentence में आपका होना चाहिए, it should be there. So I can say education which is not restricted to only textbooks, and it doesn't focus on, which is not focused on what? On the creating, on creating, and suppose I want to say creating an enlightened generation. So this is the second line. Now I want to elaborate it. First of all, the first type, which if you have seen my body paragraph, how to write a body paragraph in 5 minutes. If you have seen that video, you will come to know about what are the different sentences which you can mention. The first is the topic sentence. The second is elaborating or explaining about it. And the next one is giving an example. So here I have explained. Now I want to elaborate this. To elaborate this, I will say Um, it will be elaborated more by if. Now, the teacher is not able to, if favorable environment is there, comma, what else can be asked in schools, in the colleges? We interact with diverse cultures, right? Then we have diversity of cultures. We face the real life challenges. So I am giving all the reasons here because I want to explain it. I am explaining each and everything here. In this way, it will be complete. Now I want to give the example related to that. To give example, I will say to point out an example, and then I will put a comma. I will give the example here. It will be difficult for the people to implement in the real world. So you can give, suppose it is about any practical subject. He can learn from that, but he is not able to use that thing in the real world. In this way, this paragraph will be complete. Moving to the next body paragraph quickly, I want to discuss more points here. So, instructors, I talk about uh, to cite another relevant reason, comma. Now, what do you want to talk about? You will say instructors. Instructors have extensive experience. They have expertise. They have experience about the knowledge about the different backgrounds of the people, of the students who are coming there, and they come to the level of the student and they try to understand each and everything. They modify according to the capability of the child, which is not possible in online, or you get the study material at home and you cannot read it. Modify according to the capabilities. So in this way, it will be difficult. Now I have to give another example because I've already explained it. So giving another example, I can say you can, because you have already given an example here of practical subjects. So here I can talk about a recent study has experienced a drop, experienced a boom, whatever, where a recent study kahan pe? In the University of, that is your choice, Montreal, or it is about Surrey. You can give any example, Canada, you can discuss about anything, where 9 out of 10, this is important. If you write like this, you will write 9 out of 10 means 90%, 30%, or just 9%. That depends. Ki how much percentage do you want to mention? But don't write in percentages, right? Because it will be given as wrong. It sounds as kiddish. It sounds as you are immature in writing. So that is why it becomes difficult for the examiner, for the reader to give you good band score. So try to write like that, 9 out of 10, or you can also say three-fourth of the population, three-fourth of the students, because this whole topic is about the students. So you will discuss like this. 9 out of 10 learners fail to master the practical subjects like, now what kind of practical subjects? Mechanical subjects, scientific subjects, programming hai. You can talk about the computing. You can talk about art and craft. You can talk about vocational courses here, because that way we have to go to the colleges. We have to attend the educational institutions, and then we have to study there. So all these things will come here as an example. In this way, you have completed your second body paragraph also. Now, last thing which is left, that is the conclusion part. Intro I have already paraphrased each and everything. Now again, I have to reiterate and paraphrase it. I have to give synonyms. I will write the same thing in a different way, in a different approach. And you can see that I did not use anything related to the other point of view that going to the colleges, what will happen. I just gave example, sorry, the studying at home and having distance learning programming distance learning or home-based learning will have so many advantages. I'm not talking about that. I just discussed, and it is only based on the type. Do you agree, disagree? Suppose it was to what extent do you agree, disagree? Totally change हो जाता ये. It would have been ऐसा हो जाता कि the first body paragraph will be of agree part, the second body paragraph will be of disagree part, and it would be changed, right? Then 70-30 का ratio हो जाता. Suppose the next thing, discuss both views and give your opinion. 50-50 का ratio where agree भी होता, disagree भी होता, and third body paragraph will be your opinion, and then you will talk about it. So I have discussed each and everything. Now coming for positive and negative development, या फिर advantages outweigh the disadvantages next session में, ठीक है? Coming to the conclusion part, and somebody is asking me, no, there is not anything special today. Actually, there were some students who had their exam on Saturday, on 27th of March. So that is why I have taken this sample answer for writing an essay, how to write an essay. And I'm writing each and everything in front of you so that you get an idea how to write each and every sentence, like topic sentence, thesis, and conclusion, especially the intro part, because introduction is quite important when you write an essay, when you write a task 2. And thesis is very much important, and the examiner will give you bands according to that, because he will clarify, he will get a clear picture that what you are going to write in the whole essay. Okay, now coming to the conclusion, I am going to rephrase it in a different manner. So what can be done in conclusion? You can just say to sum up or to conclude or in conclusion. That depends what do you want to write, but don't write any other connector. You can just write these things, and then you will say it is not advisable to memorize the lessons at home, the sitting at home. Also, you can say and passing the exams. And then full stop. So, while I used despite or however in the introduction part, here I am talking about while. While distance learning can be a boon, matlab it can be beneficial, it can be a bonus, you can also use that, it can be fruitful for us, but it can never have, yet bhi kar sakte ho, yet it can never have the same benefit, advantage as college or university or formal education. And in this way, your task will be completed, and I definitely assure you that you will get 7+ bands or 8 bands for sure. That depends how you address, how you write a topic, right? And I hope you have understood each and everything. Definitely we'll try some other tasks too also, in a day or two, or maybe yes, somebody wants to ask something, you can ask whatever you want to, you can write in the comment box. I'll be just discussing that one by one. How to use whether sentence in writing. What do you want to ask? Means I didn't get the question first of all. If you're talking about the complex structure, if you are using despite and however and although, even though, these kind of sentences you want to write, so you go and watch my previous video which was on complex structure, how to write the complex sentences. Whether, okay, You want to talk about whether this will be correct or that will be correct, right? Where you have a confusion, where you have a doubt, whether you are giving an option. So you will discuss, you will write whether there. I don't think you need to write this word here in task 2 because that is not required. To what extent may we write whether this thing is correct or that thing is correct? It depends on how you write the sentence. What do you want to say? And still you can complete, you can ask me related to the sentence. Now if you want to ask so many things, we can have another session on writing again, and definitely I'll try be doing that. The next session could be of speaking, because last session was really nice, the students participated really well, and I can give a shout out for that, those who will attend the thing. Okay, you have your exam on 27th. Oh, all the best. First of all, do well. Don't get panicked. It's just the exam fear. And if you are writing up for the second time or for the third time, God forbid, then you have to be very particular about the brainstorming. First of all, how you plan, how you what you write in your task, that is quite important. Think that you have two types of ideas, secondary and primary. The primary reasons are to be written, are to be forecast, are to be displayed, are to be given in front, in forefront, and the secondary ideas have to be given in the body paragraphs. मीन्स टॉपिक सेंटेंस आपका होना चाहिए, द प्राइमरी रीजन, एंड उसको अगर आप इंट्रोडक्शन में भी इंक्लूड करते हो तो यू विल बी गिवन एन एज, मीन्स आपको बैंड ज्यादा मिलेंगे. उसको गो एंड वॉच माई इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो, आपको आइडिया मिलेगा मैंने उसको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कैसे डिस्क्राइब किया है, हाउ टू डू दैट. एंड बॉडी पैराग्राफ्स का भी देयर आर थ्री थिंग्स. The first is the topic sentence, where is the main idea. The second is elaborating. The third is explaining about it. And the last sentence will be the explanation, sorry, example, giving the example. तो आप वो जरूर देखिए, आपको और आइडिया हो जाएगा. एंड स्पीकिंग के देयर आर सो मेनी क्यू कार्ड्स which I had mentioned to my student, that is related to a bag you own. Then we have so many cue cards related to a trip you want to go but you never like to live there, a journey you recently had. There's so many cue cards which can be on 27th. So all the best guys, do well. With this I'll be ending up my live session. For next session, do come. I'll be updating in my WhatsApp groups. Those who are not there in my WhatsApp group, they can just join it. And the WhatsApp number is already there. You can check and you can send me a message so that I can add you in my groups. You'll get the vocabulary, you will get the material there only. Also, the next session will be updated very soon, whether it is on speaking or writing or reading or any other thing or any other module or general module, right? So all the best, those who have exam, and do watch my channel for the latest videos. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.